Most of the people believe that criticism helps a person to perform better the next time and praise works the other way around. Is criticism really more effective than praise? If you are confused, welcome. You have come to a right place. In this video, we'll try to unlock one of the greatest misinterpretations of human experience. First, let's discuss what we believe our experience has taught us. We say that experience has taught us criticism is more effective in producing better results than praise. That criticism is often followed by an improved performance and praise is often followed by a performance that is not as good. So we think that praise might be nice and sometimes we need to do some of it. But when it actually comes to improving people's performance, criticism is the key. Unfortunately, this is one of the areas where lessons of human experience are not obvious and can even be misleading sometimes. Our observation that criticism is more often followed by improved performance and praise is often followed by a declination is probably accurate. But what's going on is not what we think. In fact, it is something called regression to the mean. And if we do not understand it, we and the people we care about will be its victims. So, what is this regression to the mean? It is a statistical term. Consider this figure. If the red line is the average or the mean, then the trend oscillates up and down around it. The trend moves above the average, then it regresses back towards it. Then the trend moves below the average and again comes back to the mean, often continuing to overshoot up and down. This phenomenon of the trend tending to return back to the mean value is called regression to the mean. The theory of regression was first developed by a British polymath, Sir Francis Galton. He studied the heights of a group of fathers and their sons. He grouped the fathers into two categories, tall and dwarf, and calculated their average height. When he studied the heights of fathers and sons, he found that the taller fathers have taller sons and dwarf fathers have dwarf sons. Then he found something really interesting. The average height of the sons of the taller fathers was less than the average height of the taller fathers, and the average height of the dwarf sons was greater than the average height of the dwarf fathers. In conclusion, irrespective of the production of new offsprings, the average human height remained a constant, that is, regressed to the mean. Now we know the concept of regression to the mean. So how is it related to our performance? Human performance is never completely consistent. It is true of a student, a lecturer, a singer, a dancer, a guitarist, a sportsman, you, me, and everyone around us. No one performs at their best or worst every day. We all know this, and it is why we assess the greatness of a football player not by his performance in a single game, but over a full season or even a whole playing career. In other words, we look at the player's average performance over time, or to use the statistician's term, his mean performance. Now consider some important and moderately difficult task performed regularly by someone, say your sister. Assume that her skills and strengths are not reinforced over the period. You begin monitoring her work and giving her either positive or negative feedback, that is, praise or criticism after every performance. Consequently, when she performs worse than average, since her performance varies around the mean, she most likely will perform better the next time even if you say or do nothing, because her performance will naturally regress or move towards her mean or average level. However, since you criticized her performance, you will mistakenly conclude that she improved because of your criticism. In the same way, when she performs above her mean level, she most likely will perform worse the next time even if you say or do nothing, because again her performance is regressing to the mean. But because the poorer performance followed your praise, you'll again mistakenly conclude that it was caused by your praise. You may not notice these apparent connections consciously, but well, you are aware of them intuitively. So, what do we get from this is that criticism is in fact a bad recipe for inspiring someone to improve their work. If you really want better results, you need to identify and build on skills and strengths. So do you still say that your experience has taught you criticism is more effective than praise? Well, I guess not. From now on, do not ever be misled by your experience. Its real lessons are not always obvious, and finding them often requires thought, reflection, and analysis. Thank you so much for taking your invaluable time to watch this video. Give a thumbs up if you like the content, and do not forget to subscribe for more interesting concepts. Time to go. Have a great time.